Hey fanboys, hey fangirls, Carnell Holley here, and I am joined by Trevor, for all you wrestling fans. Please introduce yourself.
Introduce myself. He did a fantastic job of it already. But yeah, I'm the big bat, I'm the original Gothic gangster.
Oh,
I'm Trever Aeon.
good, good. Let's see. Now, I'm just now getting to MoMoCon. I've had some scheduling issues. You had some scheduling issues, and I was seeing some wrestling the other day, and so I immediately thought about you, and I hit you up. I was just like, "Hey, why aren't you here?"
Yeah,
And you came in what, last night?
yeah, yeah,
Okay. So, well, we were discussing this off camera. So you are scheduled to wrestle tomorrow.
yeah. Tomorrow morning, I think it starts at 11.
All right. So I'm not actually familiar with the fact that MoMoCon actually does like live wrestling bouts,
I
and I
just found that out this year.
well, I'm like kidding. How so? How do you participate in like a this type of media?
uh, that kind of just fell in my lap. Like I knew one of the guys was on the show, and he was like, "Hey, MomoCon has wrestling now," and I was like, "It does." And you look like an anime villain. You should probably come be on the show. I was like, "Okay, sounds good." And I contacted the promoter, and originally he had me set for all 4 days, and then that changed to just two, and then that changed to just one.
Oh, for you to wrestle
Mhm.
all four? Okay.
So
So
this one, I showed up ready to wrestle, and it got changed. So I'm wrestling tomorrow now.
when it comes to the wrestling, I mean that's your bread and butter. Like, what is the wrestling organization that you wrestle for?
I'm independent, so I basically work for whoever books me.
Okay.
Um, Sometimes that can be for like months. Sometimes it can be for one time, and then they never see me again. So it's kind of like what's the right similar, like it's kind of like being in a band. It's like being in a band except you hit people. It's literally like being in a band
Well,
except you
I mean, if you're in a mosh pit, I mean, they do that too.
close
So
enough.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
get all begged up. Um, but as far as the wrestling, so is it independent that the person that you're wrestling up against tomorrow?
Yeah, yeah. I don't, or that I could be wrong. They could be, that person could be under contract. I'm just not.
Hmm.
So yeah, it kind of depends, especially now, because now back in the day, like guys that were contracted to like bigger organizations, they couldn't work independent wrestling. Now
Hmm.
they can. So I won't know until I get here.
And from your experience from the independent side, is how beneficial is it to be independent?
Um, it's a lot better now than it was when I started. When I started in like 2010, 2011, you couldn't really make a living being independent the way you can now.
Right.
Now you could never be signed and it would not be a problem.
Oh, so okay. So, like offhand. So, what advice for people that are inspiring to want to join the wrestling organization?
Always find a good training school. Most states have at least one. We're lucky in Georgia. We have like four. Like WWA 4 is here. The Nightmare Factory is here. Underground is here. That's where I train.
Oh, sweet.
And I'm missing one. And Deep South Wrestling is here too. So we have a lot of good schools here. But always find a good school first. Listen to your trainer. Don't think you know better than them. You don't. You never will, because chances are they've been doing this a long time. They probably know better. And then you have to find what fits you, because some people, it's perfect for them to be signed to a big company and do whatever. Some people, they're better off being in Japan. Some
Mm.
people, they're better off just working the independents here. So rather than like do what you think you're supposed to or what people say you should do, you should find whatever fits you and pursue that, instead of putting like all the strain on your back to be something that you're not, to work somewhere you don't really want to work.
Sweet.
That has kept me happy and made me
Happy's good.
really enjoy wrestling
I feel you.
way more than like when I started, where it was, I gotta get to WWE, gotta get signed. That's all I want to do. That's all I can do. It's the only way I'm gonna enjoy this. Now I'm all over the world, all over the United States, and I'm always having a good time.
Love it, love it. So as far as being on brand, like I don't want to assume, but as far as there's good guys and bad guys. Which one do you fall in?
Personally, I think I'm always a bad guy, even when I'm being cheered. If I'm being cheered, you just like bad guys, because there's nothing about my character is good per se. I might be
Matter
doing
perspective.
something that may come across that way, but chances are I'm doing it to serve me.
Mm.
So if I tell people all the time, like if you cheering for me, you just like bad guys. Sorry.
So your what is your character?
So the whole long story short, I was started out as just a generic wrestler. That generic wrestler went crazy and became a crazy artist. That crazy artist failed to do what he was trying to do. He killed himself. He went to hell. He became the devil. He came back. That's where I am now. That's why I have horns on everything. That's why everything on me is like a reference to demons or whatever. I'm literally the devil.
Okay, love it, love it. So, uh, I thought I was going to see you today. So you're wrestling tomorrow. So the
Mhm.
people of Saturday, what should wrestling fans expect when they see you perform?
Me, well, she expect me to throw people around and elbow them a lot. That's pretty much what I do. I'm pretty damn violent. I also talk a lot of crap. So, uh, lots of one-liners, lots of one-liners, suplexes, elbows, and one-liners,
Okay.
and big flashy engine gear, like like my hat did.
Love it. So, since we're at MoMoCon, what are some of the things that you're trying to experience and see firsthand?
So I don't know because I
You
haven't
got
really
time.
had any time. So tomorrow is the only day I'm really gonna have to walk around. But I walk through that game room down there, and I'm gonna be all over that. Like right as soon as my match is over, I'm probably gonna be all over that. I saw the X-Men arcade game. I'm freaking out because I love that game,
Right.
and I think I saw King of Fighters or something over there. Like I'm gonna go nuts on the video games, and I'm probably gonna walk around like in all my stuff. So it's
Sweet.
gonna be funny that I'm gonna be standing here with his giant horns and his giant devil mask like playing video games. But that's what's gonna happen.
Love it. So, since you're here, so what should fans and future fans should expect from you? For us in your career in the near future, coming down the pipe and
Uh
whatnot.
man, I have so much stuff that I can't reveal. I have a lot going on that I can't talk about yet. Damn it.
Blessings on top of blessings.
But yeah, I'm gonna pop up in some unexpected places.
Okay.
Some big, some small. I'm leaving the country again,
Which you can't. Oh,
which
oh,
I can't necessarily say where and
right.
who or why, but it's
Okay.
happening.
Okay.
Until
Okay.
they announce it, I can't talk about it.
Right.
I hate
NDAs.
that.
Gotta love them.
But everything's come like all the announcements come out slowly. It's like July when they'll probably start like talking about stuff. But a lot of uh a lot of random big places. I can't talk about them either because they have rules that I have to follow. I did. Damn, I can't talk about that either. I can't talk about that until it happens. So
Okay.
I'm gonna pop up in a bunch of places that no one's expecting me to pop up at. Let's put it that
And just gonna wreck shop.
way. Mhm.
Love it. Okay. Well, just to close things out, so we can get to some gaming. Where should fans be able to follow you and see you do your thing?
I am on everything. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram is Trever Aeon. Trever is spelled Trever. Eon is Aeon. YouTube is youtube.com/Trever Aeon official. I update it like every week probably, or sometimes faster. Sometimes it takes a while to get footage, but it's updated pretty regularly. But I'm the same thing on everything. I try to keep everything uniform. I have an online store opening like
Uh-oh, gotta get the
in
merch.
about a week. It's trevoreonstore.com. It may not even be a week, it might be a few days. So just click that link a bunch of times until it's open. I would probably be working on it right now if I didn't have to go to Alabama. But yeah, I think that's everything. That's all my stuff.
All right. Well, you heard it, fanboys and fangirls, and this is Carnell Holley and Trevor signing off.